Hey, and welcome to another episode of Format Random. We're doing one completely about WWE Raw for a change. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. In the middle of playing a wrestling game by the looks of it, we've got JPO here. Jordan, how's it going?
I'm doing what I do every night. I created Steve and Richie in the new video game, and I'm kicking the crap out of them.
There's no wheelchair
also
on the game, so you're sucked in. You can't create me.
Also, here we've got Steve. Steve, how's it going?
I'm doing very well. It's I might not be as good as I am with movie trivia when I do wrestling trivia, but I know these two gentlemen very well. They have quite a brain on them when it comes to wrestling, and I'm hoping to have a really good fun fight here.
And last but not least, we've got Richie. Richie, how's it going?
Yeah, good. I've always wanted to do this. Welcome to Monday Night Raw Trivia. That hit my throat. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I tried that before everyone got. He was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. Even bother trying to do that." But that being said, how the match is going to work? There's going to be 35 questions in total. The first 30 questions is going to be gain a point as always. I'll get to the last 5 questions when we get there. Everyone gets 3 repeats. No challenges because we're live. But if you do have an issue with a question, bring it up afterwards and we can talk about it. And yeah, but most of all, have fun. Your first question is: in what US state did Rob Van Dam and John Cena defend the Intercontinental and WWE Championships respectively in a tornado handicap match against Shelton Benjamin, Chris Masters, and Triple H on the May 16th episode of Raw in 2006?
Holy shit!
I might make you repeat that 3 times just to fuck with you. That's a long ass question. What state?
What
US state?
Well, that is a fuck you question off the bat.
Yeah, the rest are like this. Good luck, gentlemen.
But yeah, I'd like to shout out Alejandro Hernandez and Tim Smith for giving me some questions here. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Steve.
Massachusetts.
Richie.
Said New York.
Jordan.
Right here in Florida.
It was actually Texas.
All right. Hell yeah.
Because it was a Texas tornado handicap match. The way it was originally worded before, he had that in the question. I reworded a little bit by taking it out.
I mean, they do have Texas tornadoes everywhere, but yeah.
But the next question is: what former WWE champion returned to the ring to help Mick Foley fight off La Resistance on the Go Home episode of War before Armageddon 2003? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Richie.
With The Rock?
Jordan.
I pass.
Steve.
I put Sergeant Slaughter.
The Rock is correct.
Got it.
Who was the first WWE superstar to cash in their Money in the Bank contract on Raw? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, pins down. Jordan.
I just went with Jack Swagger.
Steve.
I put RVD.
Richie.
CM Punk.
CM Punk was correct. The next question is: What year saw the debut of the ladder match on Raw featuring Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship?
Oh.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
1984.
Richie,
I put 95.
Jordan
95.
was 1992.
Ooh.
That's not possible.
Actually,
yeah.
I was about to say I will double check that.
I can
Because
tell you now,
Raw
Raw
had
doesn't
93.
debut until 93, so that's literally not
Yeah,
possible.
it's like-
Yeah, I'll say that.
As I said, I was about to get.
Yeah. No, I mean, technically the question is, what was the first ladder match in WWE? It is them for a Coliseum home video, but it's not on Raw,
It wasn't on Raw.
especially if it's 92. I was gonna say, like, that time frame doesn't even really make sense. I mean, it could have been 93, 94, but by 96 they're in the world title picture, and I just don't remember that match ever happening. I feel like I would, but it's
Yeah.
definitely not
Yeah.
92. Yeah, it's on the VHS Night of Unusual Matches, I want to say. Because it bugs me to this day, too, whenever they're like, Razor and Shawn had the first ever ladder match. Like, that's not true.
Yeah.
Didn't also Junkyard Dog have a ladder match?
Not in the WWF, I don't think. I could be wrong.
It was like
I thought
yeah,
Shawn
like
and Bret
it
was the first.
It was like
in
the
the
late
WWF.
80s. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm throwing that question out because I really I didn't think about that.
It's all good. It didn't really move the scores one way or the other.
Because it wouldn't have no one got it correct anyway. Because the first ladder match on Raw was actually 98, and there was Big Boss Man and Mankind.
Oh, there you go.
2 ladder match aficionados. Boss Man and
But yeah. Anyway, now time to move on to the next question, which was, what was the full date of the very first Monday Night Raw?
Oh, bastard.
All right.
And
I'm not sure.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie,
I said January 9th, 1993.
Jordan,
what was the 13th?
Steve.
I'm way off. I put March 23rd, 1983.
Well, I'm glad you all got the year correct because Jordan spoiled it for the last group. But yeah, but it is January the 11th, 1993.
Oh, 2 days off. Oh, damn it.
I was 2 days off. We were both in the middle of us.
But the next question is, who did Mick Foley beat to win his first WWF Championship on Raw? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
The Rock?
Steve,
The Rock.
and Richie.
Yeah, again, The Rock.
The Rock is correct.
All right. 1 point.
I don't know how many other questions there was about that person, but
But
anyway, the next question is, what brand of beer was on the beer truck that Stone Cold drove down to the ring the Raw before his fated WrestleMania match with The Rock?
Shout out to my boy Chico Adams getting stunned last night.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Was it Coors Light?
Richie.
Budweiser.
Jordan.
I feel like it is a light. I went Miller.
Coors Light is correct.
Once he said it, I was like, oh, it scores.
The next question is, who was revealed to be the greater power during the Attitude Era?
Should have been Christopher Daniels, but that's a whole nother
I was
topic.
gonna say this
Five,
was meant for you for that.
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
Hold on 1 second. It was me all along. Mr. McMahon.
Steve.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Richie.
I know him on a first name basis, so I said Vince McMahon.
Ooh, sorry. His technical billing was Mr. So challenge.
I mean, technically his full name was Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But,
No.
I
Well,
don't
we're going
see
by
Vincent
the
McMahon
billing.
with-
You know, that's like me saying the answer is Charles Wright. It's Godfather.
Well, also, Christopher Daniels was supposed to be in the Brood. He would have had a very different career if things panned out. You know?
Well, it worked out all right.
The
Yeah.
next question is, who was the last person to win the Hardcore Championship on Raw in 2002 before unifying it with the IC Intercontinental belt?
And
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Jeff Hardy.
Richie.
RVD.
Jordan.
Tommy Dreamer.
RVD is correct.
Nice.
RVD beat Tommy Dreamer.
Nah,
The next
fuck you, Rich
question
Evan,
is,
after that.
who was the first person to win the WWE 24/7 Championship in 2019 on Raw?
Oh, hang on. I just realized something. Whatever.
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Pins
Pins down, Richie.
down.
I got it. In the,
Steve.
Titus O'Neil.
Richie.
I initially put Bobby Roode, but no, he pinned him for it. No, it's Titus O'Neil.
I don't know.
Jordan.
What?
What?
Titus O'Nano.
I can make out the name.
That's
twice.
Neil. I had to scribble. Right, you.
Jordan, what is your
Hold
answer?
on, I gotta respell his last name. There we go. Titus O'Nano.
That's an I, and that's an L right there. You made me scribble.
mean-
I should have asked for extension.
I mean, it looks more legible than Roker's Jane Fonda, so I can
Yeah.
make out the name. But the next question is, from what grade was the teacher that Mick Foley brought out during the Rocks? During the Rocks, this is your life segment.
Oh, what's the shit is? I don't know. Yeah, unchange it. No. I'm confused. There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
I went 5th.
Steve.
I went 4th.
Richie.
I said 4.
It was his sixth grade teacher.
Oh man.
A little bit more.
The next question is, during what year would CM Punk deliver his memorable pipe bomb to John Cena in the WWE Universe?
That was the quickest in I've ever had.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
The year of our Lord 2011.
Richie,
It is
2011.
Jordan,
2011. No, I didn't have it. 2009.
2011 is correct. The next question is: in May of 2009, what city was Monday Night Raw supposed to be at when it was forced to move to LA due to the stadium being booked for an NBA playoff game?
Can you repeat the question?
Yep. In May of 2009, what city was Monday Night Raw supposed to be at when it was forced to move to LA due to the stadium being double booked for NBA playoff game on the same night?
Okay. For some reason, I thought you mentioned the teams, which would have given a
What city or state?
City.
city.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
Anaheim.
Steve,
I put Cleveland.
Richie.
I put Las Vegas.
It was Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
It,
That is also a fuck you question, but cool. it could have been anything.
I mean, they made a whole match based around it. They made fun of it.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah. What WCW star would debut on 1999 on Raw, interrupting the Great Run?
I believe that when they made that match, that was where they did the LA Lakers versus something, and that's where Kennedy got fired.
Lakers versus Mavericks.
Yeah. I remember him wearing jersey in that. Yeah.
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 And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Richie,
Chris Jericho.
Jordan,
Chris Jericho.
Look, it's legible.
Steve.
I know you do it. Jericho.
I see Chris Guerrero is what I see.
Chris Jericho is correct. The next question is: what is the title of the current theme song of WWE Raw?
Oh my god. I could forget what it.
I mean, this is a question you probably should have guessed may have come up. To be fair.
Maybe, yeah. It's weird that I don't know the current one, but I know like the other ones.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Adrenaline.
Richie,
I didn't get anything.
Jordan.
Copacabana.
It is actually called Greatness by Vo Williams. The next question is: when Nexus made their debut on Raw, which member of the group strangled Justin Roberts with a necktie and then was kicked out 1 week later?
Repeat
The
that
range
question
of these questions are interesting.
When Nexus made their debut on Raw, which member of the group strangled Justin Roberts with a necktie and then was kicked out 1 week later?
Got it.
I'm either to the board straight away or I have no fucking idea.
That's been my range so far.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
D-Bry, Daniel Bryan, Chuck Justin Roberts.
Steve,
Daniel Bryan.
Richie.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan is correct. The next question is: who was revealed as the anonymous Raw general manager in 2012? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Hornswoggle.
Bitchy,
The classic, if you run into a creative roadblock, just say it was Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle. Yeah.
and Jordan.
Dylan Postle, Hornswoggle.
I would have also accepted Leprechaun as well, but
Little bastard.
the next question is Red.
Hang on. Hang on.
Mute yourself.
The next question is when Mr. McMahon was about to fire John Cena after losing the bout to CM Punk, who came out to relieve Vince of his duties?
After this question, Malcolm, can you give us a score update and where we're at in terms of questions?
I challenge the score update. I don't want to know it, so haha.
Too bad, because I'm giving it to you.
La 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 la.
Five,
La 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 la
four,
la.
3, 2, 1, pins down. Steve,
Triple H. Yeah.
Richie,
Yeah, it's a Triple H. Or 3 H's.
Jordan.
John Laurinaitis.
Triple H is correct.
That was a pure guess, too. I had no idea. I forgot.
But the score update at the moment is Richie's in the lead on 11, Steve is close behind that on 9, and Jordan is on 6. So it is a really close game all around. And this is question 18. In 2011, the week after everyone voted no confidence on Triple H, what was the following? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to repeat this question because I stumbled on it. In 2011, the week after everyone voted no confidence on Triple H, what was the first match on Raw that Triple H was a guest referee for?
Oh, man.
I'm just so bummed we didn't get Triple H wrestling a mop for 2 hours.
Another failed storyline they could have had so much more fun with and just didn't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
Down.
I'll go on repeat.
Yep.
Sorry.
In 2011, the week after everyone voted no confidence on Triple H, what was the first match on Raw that Triple H was a guest referee for? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
No clue. I put down John Cena versus HBK.
Richie.
I put Cena versus CM Punk.
Jordan.
Fantasio versus Tony DeVito.
Both Steve and Richie were half right. It was John Cena versus Sheamus. CM Punk was on commentary.
Oh man, he's in the match. I get up. He's involved in the match.
I mean, he was so excited because he got paid double for ringing the bell and calling the match.
Yeah, that's right. Like it was like after he was supposed to hate Triple H, but then he was like, "Oh, tell me your place."
Yeah. The next question is: on May 17th, 1993, Shawn Michaels did an open challenge for his Intercontinental Championship. Who answered the call and ultimately defeated him for the belt? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Marty Jannetty.
Richie.
I feel like it is Money Jannetty. I put Razor Ramon.
Jordan.
Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty is
Yeah,
correct.
I was going to put that. No, second guess myself.
The next question is: name 2 of the 3 superstars who are on Team USA for the flag match that took place in Canada on July 21st, 1997.
Okay.
What was the date for that one?
July 21st, 1997.
So in the American, in the American. All right.
5, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
Patriot Invader.
Steve.
Ken Shamrock and Goldust.
Richie.
I said Shawn Michaels and the 1, 2, 3 Kid. That's right. That's
That was Dude Love, Steve Austin, and The Undertaker.
yeah.
The next question is, in 2011, who did Michael Cole originally announce as the special guest referee for his WrestleMania match against Lawler before Stone Cold crashed the party and signed the contract himself? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Y'all American Jack Swagger.
Richie.
Jack Swagger.
Jordan.
Swagger Jack.
It was JBL.
Oh, really?
What a pull.
Yeah.
I figured Swagger was too obvious.
The next question is, in 1998, the New Age Outlaws locked Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie in what during a match? Five, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
Dumpster.
Richie.
Dumpster.
Jordan.
Just the prom night dumpster, baby.
Dumpster is correct. The next question is, who was Stephanie marrying on Raw in 99 when Triple H crashed the party and revealed that him and Stephanie were already married? Moving away from storylines that went nowhere to really awkward storylines. And 5,
I'll give him 20
3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve.
This is a test.
Richie.
Yeah, it went something for Triple H, but poor Test was his push fucking declined. So Test.
Jordan.
Test.
X.
Test is correct. The next question is, in July 5th, 2004, Eugene was left in charge of WWE Raw. He opened the show with a number one contenders match featuring Stacy Keibler, Tyson Tomko, Jericho, Ric Flair, among others. What kind of game did they play to get the number one contenders match?
I knew this was going that way.
Okay, there we go.
But yeah, I rewatched a lot of my best of Raw DVDs that I've got lying around.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got the same one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
Musical chairs.
Steve.
Musical chairs.
Richie.
Yeah, this wouldn't go down well today. It's musical chairs.
It didn't go down well then. What are you talking about?
They wouldn't like. Yeah, I know.
It would go down as well as it did then.
I mean, I don't know. WWE Raw's done stranger things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not really. They've done wackier.
The next question is, in December 1997, when Stone Cold forfeited the IC belt to The Rock, Stone Cold took the belt and did what with it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
Threw it in the river.
Steve,
You threw it in the river.
Richie.
I mean, this is kind of the same answer. I said throw it over a bridge.
Yeah, throwing it off a bridge, throwing it into the river. I would have accepted either or. But the next question is: when the Undertaker lost to Yokozuna at the 1994's Royal Rumble, what actor did segments throughout August that same year looking for the Undertaker?
This was a lot of fun, actually.
Oh yeah, it really was. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
Leslie Nielsen.
Richie,
Leslie Nielsen.
and Steve.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen is correct. The next question is: in 2009, when Triple H went to ask Shawn Michaels about reuniting as DX, what profession was Shawn shown doing? This was another one of my favorite recurring segments from this episode. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
I don't remember. I put making barbecue.
Steve,
I put cafeteria worker.
Richie.
I said cook.
You know what? I'm going to give it to all of them because theoretically it was a chef, so he was cooking. So I don't know so much about if he was specifically making barbecue, and it was hard to tell if it was actually a cafeteria or that. So everyone gets it. No one was really off base with the answer. So,
Yeah.
and if anyone doesn't like the fact I gave it to everyone, email me at jordanpearceowens@gmail.
That's fine. I don't have that email, so that's all good.
It's because he had 2 words for you. But anyway, that would have been a good.
Too bad. Those are 2 words.
The next question is: in 2017, Chris Jericho did a festival of friendship on Raw to celebrate his friendship with Rich Wrestler.
I was gonna say you should ask who was underneath the sign because I also know that question.
Is it one of your friends?
Yeah, it's one of the local wrestlers here. He was the sign guy, the one with his head covered up. He was a standing sign.
2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
Well, I should know because he's my cousin.
Richie,
Kevin Owens.
and Steve.
JPO's cousin, Kevin.
Yeah,
Wait, really?
No.
totally. Don't look it up.
Could be something.
The next question is: in 2005, who was the number 1 draft pick for War, which was introduced by John Cena? Fuck it. I stuffed it. In 2005, who was the number 1 draft pick for War, which was introduced by Chris Jericho? If you get this one wrong, I do not know what to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve,
Was it John Cena?
Richie,
Going out on a limb, is it John Cena?
Jordan.
Batista? John Cena?
John Cena is correct. Alright, the next question is: who was the best man and recited a poem at Edge and Lita's wedding in 2005?
Hey, can you repeat that for me again one more time?
Yep. Who was the best man and recited a poem at Edge and Lita's wedding in 2005?
I don't know if this is right answer, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 pins down.
Jane
Steve,
Fonda again.
Pablo Jr.
Richie,
I Jane Fonda it again, but I said Gene Snitsky.
Jordan,
Dude, he cost her a baby. I don't think he's gonna be the best man.
Yeah, I don't know. They're from-
I put Randy Orton.
it wasn't my fault. It actually was Gene Snitsky.
Ah!
Nice.
How'd he get invited?
I mean, we don't know if he was invited, but he was called
Yeah,
the best man. He was on the pubs. But that being said, the score that was the 30th question, so we're into the last 5, which means if you get a answer correct, you gain a point as always. If you get it incorrect, you lose a point. And the scores at the moment are: Richie is in lead on 20 points, Steve is behind on 18 points, and Jordan is on 15. So it's a really close match. The next question is: in 1996, after losing a King of the Ring qualifying match to Vader, Ahmed Johnson got into an altercation with Rich Wrestler backstage on Raw, which led him getting an Intercontinental match against the wrestler at King of the Ring. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Gold Dust.
Richie,
Goldust.
Jordan.
I have Goldust.
Goldust is correct. The next question is: for most of 2011, R-Truth was yelling at an imaginary person for most of his appearances on Raw. What was his name? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Little Jimmy.
Richie,
Little Jimmy.
Jordan.
I'm gonna challenge because this will be Lil Jimmy. Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy is correct. The next question is: in 2009, Santino Marella faced Mickey James for a chance to appear in the Divas Battle Royale WrestleMania. What was the stipulation of the match?
You just said it, so it could be in the Battle Royal.
Well, that was the prize that he would have gotten if he'd beaten Mickey
the
James,
question,
but that was not the stipulation.
Yeah.
Five.
I think Steve wants to repeat.
Repeat the question,
Hold on.
please.
In 2009, Santino Marella faced Mickey James for a chance to appear in the Divas Battle Royale at WrestleMania. What was the stipulation of the match? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan,
I want one arm tied behind his back.
Steve,
Paddle on a pole.
Richie,
Again, Jane Fonda. I said one hand tied behind back. Yeah.
one hand arm tied behind back is correct.
Okay, that was a guess. Totally guess.
If either of you said both, though, I wouldn't be able to accept it because Mickey James tied the other one during the match.
Okay.
Yeah. The next question is: in September of 2011, which actor acted as Zack Ryder's manager when he faced Dolph Ziggler on Raw? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Steve,
Hugh Jackman.
Richie,
Gave one hell of a punch too. Hugh Jackman.
and Jordan.
Ignore my drawing. I was trying to draw the claws. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is correct. The next question is, and this is the last question actually. In 2012, leading up to the 1000th episode of Raw, Heath Slater had a series of matches in which he faced off against various legends. Who was the first legend that he faced?
Oh, the first one. So no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Jordan.
Psycho Sid.
Steve.
Vader.
Richie.
We got 300 miles. Rikishi.
He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year. It's Vader.
Oh, there we go.
But with that being said, and your winner is Richie Nemo Goodacre. I'm going to go around the board. Jordan, you finished with 18 points. How do you feel about your performance?
I did better. First couple scaring me off, but I got some points on there. That's all. I'll say technically I came in third or fourth. That other guy didn't show up, so technically 3 or 4, not too bad. No, thank you for hosting. Thank you for everyone that helped write questions. Good job, Steve and Richie, keeping it really tight in that race to the win. Good job, Richie, and picking up the W.
Steve, how did you feel about you finished with 21? But how do you feel?
21's a pretty good number. I don't mind finishing up with 21 out of 35, so that's not too terrible. I'm not really great with wrestling, questions. Again, being said at the beginning, movies being a little more strong suit than wrestling is. But no, Richie pulled out the win. We were this close. We were a little close, but he definitely deserves this win for sure. So congratulations, Richie.
But Richie, how do you feel about pulling out the win today? And yeah,
no. I mean, I surprised myself a bit. I at the start, I wasn't sure how this was going to go. That was because that first question was very difficult. But yeah, so no, I had fun, and yeah, I'm glad to pull off the win. But yeah, it was a good match, Jordan and Steve. It was a lot of fun, and actually they were decent questions. I should have them, but they were actually pretty good.
But that is the end of random for today. Next week we have got a UFC match happening. I believe it is Monday we settled on. But between Aaron J and Grant Gregory. And also next week we've got a Schmodown match featuring Jake Marangoni taking on Javi Madden, Brian Nussbaum, and Brandon Rutledge. So both those are going to be really interesting. But that's the end of random for today. And yeah, keep being random and be better people.